So, y'all, the more I watch black YouTube and certain sectors of black YouTube, and I want to make that distinction because this is not every black person I come in contact with. Actually, we'll deal with the problem that most of the black people I come in contact with have after I deal with this issue, and just see if anybody else is noticing this. When I'm listening to black women in this particular sector of YouTube talk about who their enemies are and who their ire is against, who their subject matter, angst, aggression, who it's against, it's going to be typically black men. Of course, is at the top of the list in all caps, and then cave bitch is going to get an honorable mention. So the two enemies that black women, a lot of them on YouTube in this particular sector, acknowledge is black men first, white bitches get an honorable mention. And on the other side, the black men in this particular sector of YouTube, their enemies are the black woman, and the white man may get an honorable mention. Neither of these two groups recognize their blind spot. Neither of them. Black women will completely exonerate the white man as their enemy. He is being hailed as a savior. He's being hailed or mentioned to demean, disrespect black men. Black men, you're supposed to want to be like these guys. These guys have it all figured out. Right? That's the only time the white man is mentioned, is up to uplift and uphold him as the standard. And on the other side, the black man will mention the cave hoe to disrespect the black woman. She is the goal. She is the mission. She is who black women are supposed to aspire to be. The black woman doesn't mention the white man as her enemy. The black man doesn't mention the white bitch as his enemy. They don't do this. They have this in common. Many of them fashion themselves as very, very intelligent. They smart. But they don't notice this blind spot. They don't notice in whose favor this may work. The black woman, the white man is your king. Again, in this particular sector of YouTube. And if he's not your king, you've made him seem like he's your king, because the black man can kiss your ass. The white man has done it right. He's done right by his woman. He does right by his families. Right? For the black man, the white woman is his queen. She's done right by her family. She's done right by her man. So the only time she's mentioned is to uplift her over the black woman. The only time the white man is mentioned on these black women channels is to uplift the white man over the black man. That's the only time. The system, as it were, this system that was built by both these motherfuckers, oh, ain't nobody really trying to deal with that. The favoritism that's shown. Does anybody else recognize that, or is it just me? It could just be me. That's fair. It'd be fair to say this could just be a Rob thing. But I notice it. How the fuck can you be a black woman and not say anything about the white man? How the fuck can you be a black man giving commentary now? You got the answers, you know what the problems are, but you don't say anything about the cave hoe, who's, as we speak right now, implementing policies against your people. What the fuck do you mean? How is that possible? How are these people in your blind spot? The black woman has the blind spot for the white man. The black man has the blind spot for the white woman. And black people in general got a blind spot for both these motherfuckers. Which, that's the content we deal in here. We don't deal in the hate of the black man or black woman. We don't deal in all that. We dealing with our enemy, our common enemy. And it's the caves. It's the society that the caves built. It's the caves that exist in this society, and they're not upset about how black people are treated. That's what we do here. Again, that's not the popular thing. That's not what's going to bring in the bucks. But we ain't worried about bucks over here like that. We're going to deal with the truth. Now, understandably, we're going to be dealing with the fact that black people have a blind spot for white people, worship white people. But in these sectors of YouTube, they have their top main enemy. And it's their dads, it's their mothers. That's enemy number one. Over here, enemy number one is the white man and his mama. Rob, how can two people occupy both the one, or at the one slide at the same time? That's where the fuck I put them. Not gonna have the white man at the top and the white woman in second. I've studied history too much for that. The number one enemy over here is the white man and his mama. They both there, right? That's what we doing over here. On many of these other channels in this particular sector of YouTube, they completely leave out the white man, or they completely leave out the white woman. And that's problematic as fuck, in my opinion. The fact that these things are respected, the fact that these people are looked at as intellects and not noticing this blind spot that they have, is problematic to me. You cannot, in my opinion, worship the white man and the black man be your number one enemy. That's impossible. You cannot worship the white woman and the black woman be your number one enemy. That's impossible. Based on history, that's impossible. Based on current events, that's impossible. But it's happening. It's happening all over black YouTube. And it's being allowed to happen. It's being looked at as the new woke. Do y'all understand me? It's being looked at as, well, now we're talking about red pills. We're talking about pink pills. These are representations of wokeness if we understand the references being made to the movie The Matrix. Some white men stole that movie from a black woman, by the way. Even though y'all refuse to put the white man on your list, he's out here stealing from you and everything, right? Even as you use that reference, this is being looked at as the new woke. Being woke is black men seeing the black woman as his number one enemy. Being woke is black women seeing the number one enemy of hers being the black man. That's woke now. That's being woke. And if you can't see it, you ain't woke. You don't get it. If you don't get this very premise, then you're not woke. You're not red pilling, you're not pink pilling. You ain't really woke. You a simp, you a pick me. You're not really woke. If the number one enemy on your list ain't your daddy, black woman, you're not woke. Black man, you're not woke. If the number one enemy on your list ain't your mama, you're not woke. You don't understand. You don't get it. And the white man and his mama sitting in the caves, kikiing away. Because they know damn well, if y'all got each other as the number one enemy on your list, then you're not going to be able to focus on them like you're supposed to. We're not going to skip over black man, black woman pathology. We're not going to skip over the behaviors that have led us to worship these people. We're not going to skip over recognizing the worship we have of these people. But we're not going to allow ourselves to be our number one enemy. We won't be doing that. I know it's a cool thing to say, a black man, black woman, we our own worst enemy. No, we're not. No, we're not. A lot of times we are an enemy of ourselves, but the worst enemy? Nah. No. I get what people trying to say, but hell no. Not the way I've studied the history. Hell no. No. That's not true. Your worst enemy is the white man and his mama. As it pertains to this society and what the fuck they be doing and what they allow to happen to you on their watch while they kiki in the caves. As it pertains to black pride, we're our worst enemy. I'll give you that. But it has to be specifically stated that way. It has to be. As it pertains to us having pride and holding our fucking heads up and teaching pride to our children, yes, we're our own worst enemy. As it pertains to the world and the fact that you can be murdered and nobody be pressed charges against, or you can be found lynched and it's all suicides, no. As it pertains to slavery, Jim Crow, no. Privatized prison complex, no. Bank loans, ghettos, no. No. Redlining, no. Gentrification, no. No. Keeping white supremacy fully functioning and running while the white man and his mama sitting in caves and kikiing because black men and women have decided that, hell, to black woman, the black man's number one enemy, black woman, or black man, the black woman is the number one enemy. Yeah. We fucked that up, and we're fucking that up. Because now you can't even be woke if you don't say that. If you're not proving the black man ain't worth a fuck, if you're not proving the black woman ain't worth a fuck, well, you're not really woke. You still asleep. You worshiping the black woman. You worshiping the black man. Like, oh shit. And these motherfuckers saying this, worship the caves. Like, get the fuck out of here, y'all. Stop it. Stop it. I can't. No. I can't do it. You got people worshiping the caves telling you wrong for worshiping yourself. Like, please. I won't. Worshiping your mama. Worshiping your daddy. I will not allow that to be the new woke to me. That's not what we doing over here, black first, second, and third. We're not doing it. I can tell black women to cut the shit without saying they're not worthy of respect. I can tell black men to cut the shit to saying they're not worthy of respect. I can do that. We can't do that without being labeled something that ain't right, but I can do that. The black women that's gotten on my nerves, caused me hardships in life, oh yeah, they can still exist. I can have great memories and stories of them, right? The ones that done fucked me over or been bad to me, yeah. I can do all that work and still recognize who the fuck my enemy is. That's what it means to be black first, second, and third. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna let those stories overshadow any abuse I've taken at the hands of the black woman. No. I'm still not gonna let those stories overshadow who my real enemy is. But on black YouTube in these sectors, that's what is being said. You ain't even woke if you don't see the black woman as your enemy. Huh? You ain't even woke, black woman, if you don't see the black man as your enemy. Huh? That's what woke is now? That's the new wave now? And you don't see nothing wrong with that? You gonna hold this white man up over every other man on the planet? Really, if you really listen to these black women talk, they hold him up over every woman on the planet, or every man on the planet. And these coon ass niggas hold the white bitch up over every woman on the planet. She is the definition of femininity. She is the definition of submission. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with y'all? How is this rhetoric popular? How is it okay? How do you let people put the caves up over their own people and then make the same argument that they love black people? Make it seem like, well, I'm doing this for your own good. No. No, hell no. That shit not gonna work on me. It's not gonna work on me. It's not gonna work on us. We not doing that shit over here. We not allowing that shit to be the new woke to us. Hell no. But y'all let me know, man. Let me know if you noticed that. I don't know, maybe I haven't watched enough. Again, I'm still in the process of watching everything and trying to catch different channels and things like that. But I know in this particular sector, you know, you got your black man haters, or some of the black men haters are able to do it and mask it as love. And the same thing with the black woman haters, they're able to mask it as some type of love. But in these sectors, do y'all notice that? Are y'all noticing that these black women don't never seem to have a problem with white men? Even though if you look at the abuse by the cops as it pertains to black women, the judges, if you look at those things, those are cavemen that are doing that. Locking you the fuck up, black woman. You don't acknowledge them doing such. Killing you. Getting away with it. Black man, you don't acknowledge that cave bitch has been responsible for you being murdered in the streets. Lynched randomly throughout history. She is the judge. Pounding the gavel on your ass. Giving you 15, 20 years for some so-called drugs. You don't acknowledge that? They get to ride free as they filling prisons up with your bodies. You don't acknowledge that? They be the DAs focused on locking your bitch ass up. You don't acknowledge that. The black woman is your number one enemy. Y'all, this is woke. This is these pills we supposed to be taking out here, right? These the pills we supposed to take. This the new woke in this sector of black YouTube. And what we saying over here at Black First, Second, and Third is nah.